Hey, welcome back to Score on Business, and we are fortunate to have joining us again Lucas Acosta, who is the founder and CEO of Foojee. They assist businesses and schools with running their organizations on Apple products. And so one thing, Lucas, I'd like to get you to share a little about, and you did this on the last time you were on, is the value of running a business on Apple products.
Sure thing. The bottom line, there's a lot of great reasons, but Apple products, they are more reliable.
Yeah.
They last longer. The average Mac user replaces their Mac every 4 years, whereas the average PC user is every 2 years. And so not only does it take less time to maintain these computers, but what that means for entrepreneurs is you get more time to work. And you can actually use your Mac as a tool to get work done, instead of having to maintain it.
Yeah.
And not to mention downtime.
Yeah.
That traditional computers cause. So the reason why we built our company around supporting Mac-based businesses is because we feel it's the better way to run a business.
Well, I'm in the tech business, and I know a lot of consultants they're high-level consultants. I mean, they deal with very technical issues for very large companies. I don't think I can think of any of them that don't use a Mac. Right. It's just they're fast all the time. They're, not to say that nothing can go wrong, but they were designed right from the get-go.
Exactly, and I think it's funny how yes, technology moves quickly, but society moves slowly too, and there's still a stigma that Macs are just for creatives. Right, or it's just for...
that's so completely not true.
And that was a stigma that got set in the 90s.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, we're working with teachers, with schools, with sales-based companies, medical companies. In fact, we are working on a deployment here in Nashville. I use the word deployment, but it's really a dental practice of a few locations that are using iPads to help the children have a better experience when they go to the dentist office.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And so these are latest generation devices, but they're really just trying to solve a problem here, and that's how do we make it more fun to have kids come to our dentist offices. And so they had bought some iPads, but had realized that the kids, as kids will do, were actually changing the settings and actually setting their own passcode lock on the devices and locking out. They locked out the dental practice from their own iPad.
Yeah.
And so they're having to go to the Apple store and kind of figure out, okay, is there any way we can sort of lock these down a little bit? And that's where we got introduced.
Right.
And so just through a few meetings and kind of a short little project, we have implemented a platform called the Mobile Device Management Platform, MDM, if you're a fellow nerd. And now they basically have like remote control capabilities on their iPads. So they can lock settings down, they can distribute new apps. If someone discovers a new app they want to push out. Now it's not just for iPads, this technology. This technology exists for Macs as well. And also iPhones when we hire new employees, so that they can have their email settings already set up when they join a company.
And one thing in Nashville, healthcare is very big, and of course there are the HIPAA regulations. And with the MDM, you can wipe it if it gets lost, or you can
Yes, you can enforce like passcode policies. You can have the passcodes on the devices, change every 60 days, every 90 days. So absolutely, if you're in an industry where there's federal regulation, whether it's HIPAA, finance, even law firms, we work with a lot of small law firms here in Middle Tennessee, and where we can allow them to take care of those federal sort of requirements by having an MDM.
Well, and then on the Mac, you can encrypt the whole Mac. Just go to settings and go to security or private.
So built into Apple's operating system, Mac OS, you don't have to buy any extra software. It's a one little checkbox to encrypt your drive. And what that means is that if someone were to steal the computer, even if they remove the drive, the hard drive from the computer, all that data is garbled. Okay, when the disk is encrypted, no one can read it.
Right.
And so it's a simple feature that Apple has made on the Mac, but with an MDM platform, the company can enforce that.
Right.
Right. So anyone can go turn it on today.
Yeah.
But if it's a company-owned device, or if you have employees that are using their own Macs for work, you really want to have an MDM to enforce that settings to be on.
What I'm hearing you say is, rather than have a bunch of people work at a company and they all have their own Mac, you all are able to kind of provide a managed service that will look out for the interest of the company and whatnot. And then also, you all, if a company is being run on Macs, there's still some technology that Apple doesn't sell that's needed for a company, and you all handle that as well, right?
Absolutely, yes. So it starts with a network, whether you need a firewall or a strong Wi-Fi network throughout your organization, even if it's just a small office. So we do networks. We also have tools that we can install on the Mac that will report when there might be issues.
Yeah.
So we can actually monitor the Macs without collecting any data. It literally just tells us if a backup hasn't completed in a certain amount of days.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Or if there are warning signs on a hard drive. And so we can get proactive notifications before the computer even presents that there's an issue.
Okay, well, with that, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Thanks.